first question is like, what was life like for you before you joined up? What were you doing in terms of
Uh,
lead gen generally, and how were things before you signed up to this?
yes, before this, it was pretty much two ways to get the leads. It was either warm referrals from existing customers or my own network from kind of financial services background and accountancy background and that, or just into the phone book and cold calling. So I used red flag alert a fair bit just to kind of identify maybe some target customers from that, and then try to get through the gatekeeper and everything. But
That was cold calling.
it's just it's just so time consuming.
Yeah.
Like to even go through and identify the targets. You could spend half a day a week just on identification to kind of try and drill it down, into any kind of meaningful list at all.
Right.
And then you would set aside 2 or 3 hours a day, well, one day, 2 days a week, maybe just to try and do your calls. But yeah, like look, it's soul destroying. We all know what it's like, trying to get the person that you need to speak to it's just so hard. So it was really, really difficult. Especially we're a brand new business, kind of starting from scratch, just January time of this year. So, we don't have that kind of existing platform of businesses and customers that we can go back to. So it is kind of starting from scratch, and it's been, the cold calling was just, A, we didn't have the time for it, and pretty much one man band, and B, it was just, yeah, it's pretty deflating whenever you spend so much time on it and you don't really get any
Yeah.
results.
I think it's a similar crack to like buying leads in that sense. Well, it's just, yeah, like you say, you're spending money to do it, but it's the time, which is
Yeah.
the more, and not only that, like you say, it's the demoralizing feeling that you're not really getting any further, and you've put a shed load of time into it, in which time is more important than the money side of it, really, isn't it? You can make more money, but you can't make more time. There's that whole kind of,
Yeah.
it rings true for me.
Big time. Like I could burn easily 1.5 days a week on, cold calling, marketing, sort of sitting trying to go through red flag data, go through company's house data, see if it looks like there's going to be any kind of mileage in it before you even start to kind of, pick up the phone and try and find someone to contact. So
Yeah.
it was just too time consuming. I'm not the right sort of resource for that either. I need to be spending my time writing the applications, meeting the customers, doing the deals. So it just wasn't really working for me, which I suppose, led us to look for something a bit different.